What's up, folks? One more time for Louise. Give it up for Louise. Oh, yeah. This is a good crowd. You're judging me already. You're gonna like me, your wife's gonna hate me. So you're gonna pretend to hate me, but secretly we'll be together on this. Yeah, my name's Andre. I just moved to a new neighborhood. I just moved to Wicker Park here. I don't know if anyone lives in that neighborhood. Sorry, I'm reverse gentrifying it. Yeah, it's weird though, because there's another very, very, very attractive female comic that lives in my neighborhood. And that's not why I moved there. But I've seen her 12 times in 5 days. So it really seems like I did. Yeah, like she was in my yoga class the other day, or like, well, I guess I was in her yoga class. And it was like, my eye discipline has never, ever been better. It was just locked in, me in the mirror, because I am not getting canceled sober. And it sucks, it's like, I'm like a touch on the spectrum a little bit, which makes it, because she's very nice. Whenever she sees me, she's like, hi. And I just go, what's wrong with you? And I run away. And it just sucks, because it's like, when you are just a touch on this, it's like the only option you have with interacting with women is you can make them feel bad, or you can make them feel worse. So I'm like kind of screwed. It's, I started dating someone recently, give it up for me. Yeah. You have no idea how much of an accomplishment that is. She's a lawyer and still somehow the least dishonest one in the relationship. Yeah, no, it's, the thing is, I don't know if you can tell, I'm losing my hair a little bit. And so I've been sending her updates every single day of just like how the recession is going. Like my personal recession. And the thing is like, I feel like it would be better to send dick pics. Like, it's like she's getting, it's like, this is really depressing. Could you just send me your dick, please? At least there'd be more hair. Let's see what I used to. People don't believe me when I say so. I used to play and coach rugby. That is, yeah, it was about 50 pounds ago. Don't do coke. Unless you want to lose 40 pounds of muscle, in which case, do it like a whole lot for 6 years. Yeah. Yeah, so I coached the Loyola women's rugby team for 2 years. That was an interesting experience. Yeah, it was, people used to give me shit because they were like, you know, it was like, man, you were just doing it to try to sleep with the players. Was it hard not to sleep with the players? I was like, no, it was pretty easy because it was impossible to get them to stop fucking each other. Like, I don't know if the stereotype's true, but it was on our team. Like, that was... It was strange though for me because I coached my men's team in college for a little bit, and it, like I don't remember ever having a meeting with our team where we had to figure out why we're not passing the best player the ball, only to find out it's because she cheated on our captain. It's like, you know what? You are a selfish player. Yeah, I think the thing that prepared me, I was raised by a single woman, so give it up for her. I love her. She did it. She had a really rough year last year. She had cancer twice last year. In 1 year. Yeah, doctors said it was karma. That was, she did it. She had brain cancer first, and then she had throat cancer. And she's 65, she's single. And, you know, as the only son, like, I'm kind of like the emotional support. So she called me up. She was like, hey, like, I have brain cancer. And with actually, her biggest concern was that she's 65, she's single, and she was like, I don't think anyone's gonna want to date me now that I have brain cancer. And I was like, Mom, nobody wants you for your brain. But then she got throat cancer. I was like, that might be the one thing. But you know, I'm scrambling. I'm trying to be a good son, so I'm like, Mom, don't worry about it. You got plenty of holes left. Just make sure you don't get colon cancer. It does tail off at the end. No pun intended on tail. Yeah, we'll just keep burying the women in my family. I lived with my grandma after I failed out of law school twice. Because that's what you do in an immigrant family. That's like kind of your parents disown you, and you have to just feed off of the love of a woman who has no idea why you're there. My grandma, she had really bad dementia, and for us it came on really fast, but I like suspect that she had it like starting like 30 years ago, because she's a Jehovah's Witness. And I don't know if it's, like if you guys know this, but it's really hard to tell when someone's losing their mind when they already speak in tongues. You know? It's like, is she okay? Quiet, she's making a sale. I loved living with her though, because she was like, she was like old, like hard of hearing, and I was like kind of a womanizer at the time, so like he'd bring women home at all hours of the night. It was like, no one can do it. It was like, perfect. Except it was really hard to convince the women I wasn't going to kill them when there's like plastic all over the couches and stuff. There's a shrine to my mom in the corner. It's like, is your mom dead? It's like, no, just a me mom. Like this. Yeah. I don't talk about my dad too much. He left when I was 1. He's Palestinian. I think he was just trying to prove that Arab men aren't possessive. All right, that was just for the cultured folks. Slow roll. Just pretend that you've been watching Instagram for a little bit. It's I don't know if you know what's going on over there. There's like a whole like cowboys and Indians thing going on in the Middle East, and it's been tough because for me, I'm kind of poor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to learn how to fly or crash. Like I have nothing to do with this situation. And like, so it's like I'm like at a loss. So like a couple months ago it was Ramadan, and for Muslims it's a month long where they fast from morning to night, and at night they break fast, and at the end of the month they have a huge celebration, sort of like white girl birthdays. You know? And so I was gonna fast in solidarity with like my family that's stuck over there, and I lasted like 2 days because it's Chicago. There's burritos and burgers and hot dogs. So what are you gonna do? My cousin was giving me shit. He was like, we do this every year, every single year. You can't do it 1 year. I was like, yeah, but you're already starving. You know, it's like you were fasting in March, you're gonna be fasting in July. Like, you're not fasting, it's a travesty, but you're not fasting. It's like you tried when you got 4 McDonald's on every corner, dude. Like, come on. All right, well. I will say, if there is a silver lining, and there is a silver lining, I promise you. I told my dad that. He said there wasn't. I was like, I'll prove it to you. It is that, for the first time in a few years, the virgins in Muslim heaven are going to be fucking people their own age. Yeah. Because those, by the way, it might be fake heaven, but those are real virgins. They get very young over there. It's not, dude, in between bombings, like Muslim heaven is like Epstein Island. Like that is. Yeah, we just gotta get Stephen Hawking out of there. All right, folks. Your next comic is one of my favorites. You guys are gonna love him. He's one of the best comics in the city. He's written for Conan O'Brien. He murdered.